Hey again! So we're basically picking off where we left from before. If you are watching this, by the way, and if you did watch the previous episode, thank you. And if you skipped through and just watched your map, I completely understand. Nobody wants to sit here, listen to a Pak in a German talk about maps for 51 minutes. So I completely understand that. It's fine. But welcome to the next episode.
Hey, Karni just can't place roof lights. Like, what's his opinion, Murphy?
Yeah, dude. Screw Karni. Nobody likes Karni. Okay, I'm joking. I love Karni. But yeah, so last time we left off at Goku with Rest. Brilliant map. And now we're gonna be painful map. Very painful map.
Let me start with it.
Oh,
I am okay.
Yeah, definitely.
I gotta give you some information about it, guys.
All right, Karni's gonna start with it. ShondeX with PCHZY, Ethereal Ability, regarded by ShondeX. Take it over.
The thing is, Darkest invited me just yesterday. I think, or the day before.
2 days
I'm
ago.
not sure.
2 days ago.
2 days ago, yeah. And I didn't look at all maps before, so Ethereal Ability was like something I just flew over. And you know, I'm not the best player, but I say I can play HTML, okay? So I was like, you know what? I gotta attempt this. You know, ShondeX. I would like to pronounce your name correctly, but PCHZY, whatever. Your name is really hard, so
I call him PCHZY.
apologies. Anyway, you two guys, you challenged me with Ethereal Ability. I tried to finish it.
Okay.
And I attended it, and already the first part, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, trust me, brother, I feel you. I
know it's a lot of weird stuff about that map. Like, there are a lot of ShondeX maps recently. I mean, I'm pretty sure that PCHZY did all the decoration and ShondeX all the track.
Oh, probably,
so ShondeX, you got me with this map. You taught me things I didn't know about this game.
You broke
example,
Karni. This is
for example, the spawn part.
Karni.
You see the spawn part with this arrow down mechanic? In fact, I noticed for the first time that if you just hold arrow down, it's different than holding W plus arrow down in air with the bike. You gotta hold W plus arrow down. Yeah.
Wait,
if you hold arrow down, you fail. But if you use W plus arrow down, it works.
Physics.
I didn't know that.
MTA,
He taught me that.
Dude, MTA physics be like, huh?
And it's not just that. If you look at the part at 2 minutes, that's my nemesis.
Oh my god. I hated that part when they made it in UH2, and I hate it when they made it in this one.
I mean, ShondeX. Personally, I know we're not ready for the inspiration part, but I'm pretty sure ShondeX got this from doing Dynamic Skill Possibilities 3 because there was a bike part as well. And I feel like he got the inspiration to just do bike parts. And yeah, it's like I was just amazed by it. As I said, I played through it. I managed past it. And for real, ShondeX, I'm trembling. You made me tremble with this track. Holy shit! I can't believe I managed my way through it.
Oh my god. Literally torture, huh?
I mean, the worst part for me was the part after the roof light energy part, because, and I'm not sure if that's correct, but for me it definitely reminds me on the needed skill bike part where you gotta aim for the Infernus pickup. It's the same vibe, just way worse. I got it with luck after.
Yeah, I can see why you would say that. Yeah.
There are no invis. There's no invis at all, and every wall is a wall.
Yep. Every wall is a wall.
It's not like you can just fall through that building and get the loop. No, you just gotta aim perfectly in this. And
Karni, if you would let me just talk for like 1 minute, I just want to point out something. Before we start recording, we obviously go over discussions about what we're gonna pinpoint, like some certain parts of the map. ShondeX, brother, listen, I love you, man, but I told this to Karni. As more that I look at this map, I just feel like you're not, I just feel like you're reusing your ideas in different maps and making them more harder. Like every time you attempt an idea, the next attempt is always more harder, more difficult, and more. It feels like there is more RNG. It never.
But that's the point, Darkies. That's the point. after playing it, it's not RNG. That's the weird thing about it. I wouldn't say it's RNG.
I'll take
Maybe
your word for it.
of course you can get the unlucky bounces. I mean, the typical RNG would be just the MTA RNG that comes with every map. But it has system, it has mechanics that I would say, yes, you can control them. You can get
if you put in much effort,
control.
huh? If you put in enough effort.
And for real, ShondeX, out of all maps, I mean, Orchestra Rain 2 remains still my favorite, but Ethereal Ability, you got me there. It's like, I respect you a lot for this track. Like, damn it. You broke me with this.
It's I mean, honestly, as I said for ShondeX, I just like to be very, you know, very straightforward with my. I also like the anime dance things on the underpass. That's such a ShondeX thing. I really love that, and I really liked it. Right, the map's really cool. I was very happy about this map. It was really cool, man. It was like the whole thing was very cool. The ideas were very sick. A little bit. I would say that there was way too many. Again, I'm repeating my words. Very many forced. You know, drifts and everything. There was just a lot of forced drifts. I don't know why you still do that, but I guess it's your idea. It's your way of, you know, expressing yourself. Go for it. I like that. There's a few, you know, as I said, but I just feel like, you know what? Just never change, ShondeX. Never change. I feel like the moment you change, it'll just kind of ruin your features, you know. So never change. Great map. I loved it. Going over since
also like I think you could there is you could do a video about ShondeX from start to finish of his mapping career. Like, this guy somehow always had the same style, but he always made it better and better and better. Like, it started really well at this volume 7, and then it just improved, and now he got to the point where he's just the HGM Death Joker. But I don't even want to call him like that because it's just ShondeX. ShondeX created his own style now.
Actually, before we end on that, wait 1 second. Sorry for. But Karni, you can go ahead and talk about the decoration and point system. Go for it. Go crazy.
All right. Okay. So about decoration, I want to also talk a bit about PCHZY, because personally, I'm not the biggest fan of PCHZY because I think he was also in the Sashgar maps involved, like the Numinous Woods, and I think there was some map else.
Okay.
And I feel like PCHZY's style is sometimes for me a bit too
much?
Simple. Like,
okay.
It's a bit bland in some way.
Okay.
I don't know how to say it, but
no, I
think
a
bad comparison is Rampage. Because Rampage also has this, like, huge land bits and puts some stuff in it. This giant land bit. And that doesn't mean that I say PCHZY is not a good mapper or something. It's the opposite. PCHZY is insane.
Oh yeah.
He's very well in nature.
Probably one of the best decorators nowadays.
What I want to say is just that PCHZY is not my style that I like really too much.
And that's fine,
but,
you know? Sometimes you don't feel a mapper.
But I gotta say, I noticed why it is like that, because I think PCHZY style works better for me personally in gameplay than in videos. Like, when I watch a video, it's not as cool as when I play the map myself.
I see.
So yeah, I would give you a 3.5.
That's actually very different to what happens to other people. Like, they can really decoration. I guess, you know, looking at the decoration in the video is much better. But sure, Karni, if that's how you feel.
I also have that's the thing with an X.
I see.
But it's more because his tracks are well. But anyway,
so
PCHZY, you get from me a 3.5 for your decoration. I'm pretty sure he did all of it.
Fair enough. I agree with that.
And yeah, don't change, bro. You have a very cool style. It's just not what I usually like, but you're definitely very good at it. So yeah, keep your work up. It's insane. Track, I gotta give it a 10 because he just blew my mind.
I mean,
like,
there's no question.
I hate it in some way, but
there's
damn
no
it,
question.
ShondeX. That's your strongest track in some way. I hope to see more of your creativity in Maybe you find another car. Like, for example, just found out that there's probably something to do with monster trucks. Like, I would
Oh
love to see
God,
monster
please
truck
no,
mechanics in an
no.
HDM.
Oh
I don't
no!
know.
You're
Just
creating a
something to
monster.
say.
You're creating a monster, literally. Not even
Do
pun
what
not
you want,
intended.
ShondeX. But like, might take a look at some
Oh
other
my
cars. I
God.
think you're the type of guy you could do some crazy stuff with. Like maybe do some map. You maybe just
God.
do some crazy car skills. I
I-
think it could be so entertaining.
If
you
I
do
see Monster Skills 1 as the next, I'm gonna kill you, Karni.
it.
If I see it. But yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Uniqueness, if I could take that, I mean, I
Yeah.
guess 5 out of 5. Pretty unique map. I mean, the decoration is more or less PCHZY recycling through his styles and kind of, you know, throwing it
Yeah,
out
but
there.
track damage. The bike part.
Yeah,
that is.
so I would say
just-
pretty unique, you know, map energy, the whole thing pretty unique, I'd say. Inspiration, I don't know. ShondeX, I guess inspiration 2 parts.
As I mentioned, I think ShondeX got inspired from Dynamic Skills 3 because he probably was involved in the bike parts there and just wanted to do more with it. So I think that's the inspiration at some sort, and yeah, everything else is just the map is inspiring themselves at this point.
Okay.
PCHZY and ShondeX are pretty recognizable from their own styles.
All right. So yeah. So that's that. And I mean, yeah. I mean, no.
Please don't do a part 2 of it. I gonna die.
No, I mean, this is a pretty easily well put S grade map. Like, there's not really a question, right? Pretty well put S grade map, and deserves it. You know, the track mostly because of the track, and part of it because of the decoration, and part of it because of the whole unique idea and the whole theme about it. So putting it in as not changing my mind, even though there were some, as I said, recycled parts, but that's fine. All right.
Okay,
Oh
so
God.
we're gonna move
Oh
on to the
God.
next, which is
Uh,
actually also ShondeX PCHZY.
ShondeX,
Just
stop
not,
making more
some
maps.
dolphin.
God damn it. Stop making.
We got some
Anyways.
dolphin in it though.
Uh,
Dolphin got pretty rare. I just call him dolphin. I don't know why.
DLF. So yeah, this is the last map in the May month. We have the potential winners for May of the May map of the month. We have DLF with ShondeX with PCHZY. Valuable attempt 3 recorded by ShondeX. Surprise, surprise. You know what? I'm just gonna say this. Never been a fan of valuable attempt except the one, the first part. Never liked the 2, and the 3 was, I guess, it was fine. You know, it was kind of cool. But yeah, being honest with you, I only liked valuable attempt 1, which was, I believe, DLF's one you made, I believe. And
Yep.
valuable attempt 2, nah, you know, didn't do it
I
for me.
think valuable attempt 2 is just overplayed in some sort. Like I like it, but it has some flaws to me personally. But it's not. We're not talking about 2 right now. So let's
Dude, I
like.
can't believe I'm about to say this, Karni. I think ShondeX is what saved valuable attempt. Seriously. You know, I can't,
No,
like, as I said.
I have a different view of valuable attempt.
Okay,
Like
go for it.
the thing is, I'm not sure what to think about it. It's like it's not even a valuable attempt anymore. Because you know, valuable
it's an
attempt
invaluable
one is
attempt.
like, I would say it's not a valuable attempt, but a valuable take whatever title of a ShondeX map in, like valuable, for example, notorious attempt or something. I'd say it's a mix of a ShondeX style with valuable attempt, but it's not a valuable attempt for me anymore. They use some parts of it, yeah, like for example, at I just saw right now
145, I
the
think.
210. 210 is recycling of part 1.
Oh yeah.
But-
I
But it's
see.
way more speedy than the others, and yeah, it's just for me.
I mean, I guess they
Yeah,
had
you
to.
can name it valuable attempt 3, but
Yeah.
it just don't really feel like it in total. So...
No, Karni, I mean, obviously, since it's a, you know, it's a third part of a series, I guess they had to make something similar to the other ones, right? So I guess I can see why they did that, and I kind of like it in a way. And honestly, I mean, I'm not really sure who made the decoration. I'm pretty sure it was either, I'm pretty sure it was DLF and PCHZY who made the decoration, and there was obviously, if this map has no DLF parts, that's impossible. That's impossible. This map definitely has some DLF parts. But looking at the video is really hard for me to tell because I'm pretty sure they kind of like portrayed a new style because of ShondeX, let's be honest. And I like it a little bit, I guess. And honestly, I think DLF and I think it did. he outdid himself. Let's be honest, right? Like from his previous maps, he kind of outdid himself, right?
The thing is, DLF is hard to sort for me. Like, I know a lot of people not a fan of his style. I personally like him a lot, actually, but I'm not sure what to think of this map because it's like the styles clashing against each other to make something together, and I'm not sure what to think of it. It's like, I'm not sure if I can rate it really well because I like it. Same time, it feels so off. You know, maps like that, they feel so off. Like they just hard to sort in some way.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's
definitely Viable Attempt 3. I can't say I love it. I can't say I like it. I like and kind of dislike it that it exists. I'm not sure.
No, I see what you mean. I mean, that's how I felt about the level 10 map from Skaarj, Russo, and Excellent. I didn't know how to feel about it.
But what I can say is that great work of you three, definitely.
Oh yeah.
I just
as I told
not sure if I
outdid
can play
themselves
it or not. I played it and I'm not sure if I gonna play it again. I probably gotta play it more often to see if it just fits. What I appreciate especially is that it's like, again, more of the easier maps. Like, it feels easier to play than other ShondeX maps, like other maps
I guess so.
in general in the HGM nowadays, and it can be enjoyable, definitely. That's
definitely.
the thing.
Yeah.
So, should we just go for the rating?
Sure,
now?
go for it. Go for the rating.
So, decoration for me is a 3.5 because
Okay.
I like this valuable attempts, and that's the thing. It just don't really point it out too much, but I love the parts in valuable attempt where he uses the castles and the bellies and the red-blue colors. You know, it's where it's more colory. Like, most of valuable attempt 3 is more grayish, less bright color.
Definitely. The timings and the atmosphere are very different.
The bright color parts is what is my favorite about the variable attempt style. No matter if it's the orange, the blue, or the red. That's my favorites in variable attempt 3. So yeah, that's a 3.5 from me.
Yeah, and track?
Track is a 7.5 because as I said, it's hard to sort it for me, but it's good, but I'm not too sure.
No,
how
I
to feel
feel you.
about it.
I can see, like, you know, like, obviously I'm here to, you know, give my own opinion, and so far I agree with them. You know, obviously the thought behind valuable attempt was to make it an HDM map which basically tests your I don't know, so your skill of following what the map intends to, like going in between perfectly. So you go, like, you know, you have to turn your car, go through pillars, stuff like that. Obviously valuable attempt 3 because of ShondeX, there were some recycled parts of hitting your your top of the car, your, I guess, you know, and flipping.
The thing is, I'm not sure if ShondeX really fit in this series.
Yeah,
I mean, he did something cool out of it, but I'm not sure if he really fitted the series itself.
You know what? I kind of agree with you. Yeah, like ShondeX, this map wasn't really a ShondeX vibe map. Like other maps with ShondeX kind of like came in, they felt like they were ShondeX wide maps because he kind of brought his own style into it. This map, I think Karni is right. It didn't feel like ShondeX kind of fit in this map, but I mean, they made it. It looked good. It felt good.
I mean, their own thing, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's continue. My uniqueness rating would be a 2.5 because it's kind of average. It's still, of course, I mean, HGM maps are naturally more unique than regular maps, I'd say. So that's why I still give it a 2.5 because some parts are still kind of new, and yeah, it's. Yeah, 2.5 seems to be.
Seems fair. Seems fair. And in inspiration is gonna be pretty obvious. In
I mean,
maps,
it's definitely viable attempt previously, and ShondeX once again using his own style. Probably, I'm pretty sure ShondeX tried his best to do the viable attempt style, but
yeah, try to keep the style the
way
same
more
a little bit.
speedy and everything. Yeah,
which is good. Which
also,
is good. I like that.
Before we end talking about that map, I wanna lose some words to DLF because DLF has got pretty rare in the mapping scene.
Oh yeah, he doesn't make anymore.
DLF, I would like if you just do again some volume 10 or something. Like, I don't know, do something on your own again. I mean, you did Step to Perfection too, but I personally am not sure what to think about that map. I just would like to see that you still can do some stuff, you know, that you're not like worn out or something. It's because it feels like DLF as a mapper is pretty much dying. He's just not really showing much anymore.
To all the zoomers out there, what Karni is saying that DLF is a wash mapper. Basically what he's trying to say. And I mean, at some points I agree with that, but you know what, DLF, do whatever you want. I mean, you might not have the best history behind it, but I tried saying, you know, as I said, unbiased about the whole situation and everything. Me and DLF had some, you know, history back then about some map, which is, I'm over it. He's pretty sure he's over it as well, but that's not what we're here for.
I mean, I loved his WFF maps at some points.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Oblivion Road is one of my favorites, to be honest.
Yeah,
Oblivion
cool.
Road was so well done.
And
also the Dawn of Abayo series was pretty well. I just hope he just continues in some way. I mean, he doesn't have to if he doesn't want to. I don't know how he's feeling about his maps or about mapping in general, but like, just saying, I like you. I like your maps, so I would love to see more of you. And you don't need any other mappers like ShondeX, for example, to make a HM map together. Your own style is enough to make something cool. And I would like to see something of that.
Well, DLF, you heard the man. Try to do something different. But anyways, that was me, and I think this map probably falls under A+ and S-. You know, let's be honest. A+, A-, S-.
It's for me a bit lower, like A-. A.
Okay. I mean, you know what? We'll end up on then in between that. So that was May for potential winners, and actually June's list is very short. There's only 2 maps in there because let's be honest, the whole June map of the month list was very short as well. If you look at it, there's like only
yep, true,
10-15 maps, something like that, but we're gonna talk about it anyway. So in June, for the potential winners, we have Aerofeed ShondeX with PCHZY 2.
I would like to start with it.
Yeah, go ahead, take over. I'm just watching the video because I really like this map and I like watching the video a lot of it.
Anxiety 2. You know, guys, I dislike Anxiety 1, and I did it.
Same here.
I didn't watch the video. Before Darkest asked me for it, I didn't watch the video because it wasn't fair for me. Because I was like, okay, I didn't really care about the map itself anyway, so like, why I even have to watch it? It's probably same. I was so damn wrong.
Yeah.
Anxiety 2 turned out to be one of my favorites actually in the June list, because it was like a cool roller coaster experience. By way, already mentioning, I didn't finish it. It was the only I could finish a Cast the Rain. I could finish Ethereal. I don't know how, but I did.
Okay.
And I couldn't finish Anxiety 2. I was stuck. I can tell you what part I was stuck at, and it was the 430, 425. Those 2 parts, the slide plus this roof.
Oh my god! Yeah, no, I can see, I can
the
see
issue
why.
is, I can't turn smooth there. I probably miss out some keys. I can't tell what I have to press, and that's my hardest con on the map, because most of Anxiety 2 was just, it felt like a beautiful speed HDM map. I finally wanted this. I wanted this so damn much. A speed HDM map that isn't too difficult. Like, it has some cool parts. You don't feel like surrendering your life to it, and that was it. I was about to give it a 10 out of 10, and then just let me do.
Yeah.
The problem is, then this about last minute part came, and you ruined it. I don't know who did it. I'm pretty sure ShondeX did it. I'm pretty sure. I don't think Arrow does parts like this.
Oh, you mean the whole like drift thingy?
Yeah, like it started with the.
It kind of reminds me of that DC.
About 4 minutes.
DC Volume 8 part, you know, like where you gotta drift like really on a very weird angle. Kind of reminds me of that.
Anyway, but at the very start, where for me the map just died in some way, and I just played it once, so it might be.
What is this?
420. Just at 420 it starts. At 420, that part, it took. I was playing this at 1 a.m. like that, and I ended playing at like 2 a.m.
Oh wow, this is yeah.
I
don't think this is one of those parts you can do 3 times out of 3 times. You know.
I just
think sure you can do that.
It doesn't suit the map at all. Like, why do you gotta do such a hard slide landing with roofs like that? Why it gotta be that difficult? Anxiety 2 would have been perfect as a medium till slightly hard HDM map. It would have been perfect, but you for me personally, you ruined it with parts. After those parts, on the other hand, this drift looks insane. I couldn't play it myself because I didn't reach it, but it looks insane.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
overall,
kind of
yeah.
my opinion overall on Anxiety 2. I'm proud of you guys, especially Arrow. I don't know what parts you did on this map.
Pretty sure the
Arrow's
spawn parts. Pretty sure the spawn
track
parts.
and yeah, probably. Like Arrow, props to you. You did well. You did very well. I'm pretty sure the one who ruined it was ShondeX this time. And so ShondeX, no, I'm not mad at you or something.
It's not coming at you. Don't worry about it.
I won't travel to you now and punch you in the face or something. It's just, I would have loved if these parts weren't there because it would have been such a great speed map. It would have been my favorite speed HDM map probably.
Would have loved some markers, but it's fine. It's an HDM map, don't worry about it.
I personally think markers wasn't really needed for HDM map of that kind because
Yeah, no,
I finally couldn't play a ShondeX involving map without watching
I
the
just
video
like,
every
kind
time.
of trolling mappers sometimes, kind of annoying them with the
Yeah.
Overall, I think this is a
good.
very good upgrade. Really good upgrade from Anxiety 1. Anxiety 1 kind of
Definitely.
it wasn't there for me.
Also,
You know,
I
like
forgot to
nobody
mention,
liked
I mean-
it. Not even the HDM players liked it, dude. Like not like whenever like I remember when we did WF season 1. Like a bit of off topic here. When I asked them like, what about Anxiety 1? It's like, nope, don't pick that map. The map's it's not good. And if like if I did an HDM tournament now, I'm pretty sure they wanted me to pick this one. So, you know.
Anyway, I forgot to mention something, and that was something I received. I'm not someone who ever finished Steven Volume 3, but I kind of got vibes from it while playing Anxiety 2. Like some parts, probably also the decoration played a role here, but I felt like it had some modern version of amazing driving to it. That's what I think, though. I'm not sure if I'm very correct there. I don't know if any others feel like it, but it's some sort of vibe from that map.
Maybe if he was a mapper in this era, maybe I don't really see it myself. I don't really
it's something similar. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's just
I don't really see it myself. This is a very textbook. I'm talking.
I mean,
about
it's just like I would say 33%.
Yeah, like
equal.
Yeah.
Not too much, but
overall,
it had some vibe of it.
I don't really see it, but overall, it has the ShondeX vibe. It has the Arrow vibe. I still believe. Yeah, PCHZY. I mean, the not
you can't
really,
do any nation style in these.
You can't really. Honestly, there's no point even point. You already know. So, but I just want to say, Karni. Actually, you know what? Let me just say it.
Yeah.
I just want to say that there's a very unique theme to this whole map, and the whole track kind of flows in one way. Remember when I talked about the track needs to be in one flow? It can't have a part that doesn't match the previous part. It can't have that, else the map just feels like you ran out of an idea and you implemented something that doesn't fit what the map wants you to play, right?
Yeah.
And there's I don't know why, but there's like some like what I don't know what that hunter part is. What is going on with that hunter part, first of all? And then there's some parts where you just hit, like where you just bounce, like why? Like, you could have done I don't know, it's just like there was just some weird decisions in some parts. Overall, I think
I think the
really
backward part didn't fit, but the drift was awesome, not gonna lie.
Yeah, the drift was actually kind of cool, not gonna lie. I can't wait to play that, actually. Oh my god. I just realized at 344, ShondeX almost failed his own map. But I guess it was like a snowball or something.
That happens more often, though.
When I talk about like the RNG in ShondeX maps and his parts, that's basically what I mean. Some parts that kind of like feel like they're overdone.
Oh, you just brought me to something, by the way. Sorry to interrupt you, but that part you mentioned with the 344, that's the... I don't know how he managed to slide that central on that pillar. Every time I tried to recreate his turn, I was always too far right. I somehow managed to pass that, but how did you do that, ShondeX?
I guess he made the map, so...
ShondeX, you gotta tell me, if you watch this, you gotta tell me how to do that.
This is better, man. Be a better gamer. Anyways, again, very long discussion on Anxiety 2, deserving.
So yeah, we gotta go to the rating.
Yeah. So Karni, actually, you know what? I'll take the rating for this one. So I think decoration, I'd say a 4.5 because it definitely fits the whole Anxiety theme, even though it's just the second map. I think
that's interesting because
PCHZY did a very good job recreating the whole theme.
Yeah. But I think for me personally, it's at max a 3.5 because it's a simple style, you know. It's like
yeah, but it fits
I
well,
appreciate
you know?
the specialty. Yeah, of course it fits well, but that's why. And for me, decoration also has to be something like it has to be a wow. Also in some way.
Fair enough.
I don't think it features any wow, so it's a 3.5 for me.
Okay, and track, I mean, except, I mean, the only reason I'm giving this a 9.5 is because of the hunter part and some weird ass bounces that you need to do on the top or the back of your car, which literally don't make sense. Like, why would you put something like that in? But sure, I guess that's what you wanted to do. Go for it.
I'd give it a 9. I'm a bit more concerned about the.
Okay, all right. So 9.5.
It ruined for me a perfect track. It just ruined it for me.
Fair enough. And I mean, I guess talking about uniqueness in this would be kind of stupid because it's a continuation, and since ShondeX was in it, as I said, ShondeX likes to recycle his parts and make them into better, but that was not the case. As I said, that was not the case in this one. He only recycled a few parts. As I said, you know, the constant going backwards and turning, and the bottom or half, or like the bottom or the top of your car hitting them and then bouncing. That's the type of recycle things I talk about when ShondeX Maps comes in. But overall, very well made ideas. Like the ideas were really good, and it really fit the anxiety part, the anxiety, I guess, series part, and very well deserving second part to this map. So I'd say it's like a 4.5 and 5 unique map for me.
And for me, it's just a 3 because simply it's it's a simple style in total. It's a map, but the thing what makes it for me unique, to give it more points than just like 1 or 2, is that there are very less speed HDM maps like that.
True. I haven't seen a lot of that, so that's that's pretty much it.
The thing is, my favorite parts in this map actually are probably random by Arrow, probably. I mean, I'm not sure, but the loops, just the simple loops where you just gotta aim a bit precise are my favorite parts in the map. Besides the roof slide at about minute 4, where you gotta turn in after roof, you know, you gotta turn center and then turn again roof. That's a cool part. I love this part.
So yeah, and I guess ending up on the grading, I'd say it's a pretty, I'd say around S minus. You know, I'd say like S minus. Like
for me, it's A plus.
Okay, all right. So yeah, that was that's literally the end of map of the. I mean, potential winners for map of the month of June. As I said, the list wasn't long.
We forgot one.
No, we didn't. That was only it. Anxiety 2 and ZeeT Volume 9.
Yeah, but we gotta do this now, right?
Okay.
Not that I'm confused now, because we didn't do ZeeT yet, didn't we?
No, we were gonna go there. As I said, this is.
Okay.
That's fine. No. So yeah, ZeeT Volume 9, recorded by Rhae, whatever you wanna call him. I like to call him Rhae. Again, joke recycling. Haha, I'm not funny. Sorry. So yeah, ZeeT Volume 9, Glaciation. Interesting name. Honestly, I have nothing to say about this map because I have already seen this map. So I saw this map when it was being made, and I remember Z telling me that this is gonna be his best track. And after his volume 8, okay, I'm gonna compare his volume 8 and 9. It'll basically make you understand what I feel about volume 9. His volume 8 was really good, but there were some parts that really pissed me off. Like some parts that really pissed me off. And I really wanted to talk to ZeeT and tell him, what are you doing, my man? What is that? What are you doing? You just made a perfect map and then you made an idiotic part. Like what? Like obviously I'm not gonna go in more detail, but this map it's good. It's a new decoration style for ZeeT. Usually his styles are more what's the word I'm looking for? They're more compatible with this track. They're not very.
Is it that new though? I think it's like.
No, it
kind of reminds me of his volume 7, just with
what by new means, I mean the atmosphere and the track style. That's what I meant.
The track style is definitely different. That's for sure.
So that's what I meant. I mean the track and the whole everything. It's very new. I like that. The decoration, you know, like, listen, brother, you're not gonna expect much out of a tropical decorator, right? This is the best.
I
you're
mean,
gonna
it's
get.
ZeeT keeps things simple.
Yeah,
but
simple,
solid.
but very good. I do actually, I do like the very big drops. You know, like when you drop from a very high area and you go down into a speedy sort of idea, sort of like feel at 210. Most importantly, I like that. I really like that in maps, and I actually I remember when I was making my volume 8, bit of a leak. I made 2 versions of it, which one Karni has never seen. Sorry, Karni, I love you, but you know some things need to be kept secret. It was actually a speed map, and I actually made decorations like zebra a little bit. It was like a more
like
tropical.
unseen nature.
Yeah, something like that, and it was actually pretty cool. But then I kind of felt like it wasn't me, you know. Like I kind of felt like the map didn't feel like something that could, you know, come from me. And I mean, that's one of the reasons. The other reason is I just kind of got lazy, and I thought, you know what, I'll just restart and think of something else. And then
Oh, hey, my cat.
hey, Karni's cat. So yeah, I mean, as I said, honestly, there's nothing to talk about this map. Map's good. It's really good. It's really fun map. It's more like a medium speed map. I like that. Follows a very simple track style. You know, you go from a wall ride to a jump to a wall ride to a jump to a single shade curve part to a jump. So it's, you know, pretty same thing. Like the use of scripts that kind of push you down or push you above, which is nice. Decoration good. So Karni, you just want to end it off with the point system?
Yeah, sure. Thing is,
Kinda
I
sad,
gotta
by the
say that ZeeT paid me 10 euro to give him a good rating, so I would
my
say
God.
it's a 5 decoration, very awesome track, best I've ever
Oh my
seen
God.
in uniqueness. I would give it actually a 6 because snow maps, damn, that's rare. But no, okay, jokes aside. I think decoration for me, it's like, you know me probably. It's, I'm a big fan of creative decorations, and ZeeT is
Yeah,
kind of away
No,
from
no,
it.
we already
just
acknowledged
say
that. You don't need to explain yourself. You already
yeah.
acknowledged that.
It's a 3 from me.
Okay.
I mean, I like it that they use the snow speed map because I think, I don't know if there is another snowy
Oh,
speed
there
map. I
is,
think
there
there
is.
was one from
Chip.
Kosa.
No, there's one from Chippy as well, I'm pretty sure.
Chibi has a snow map, but I'm not sure
It's
if it's
not a speed map, but it's fast. You know,
It's
like
not.
it's fast.
Yeah.
So it's not like.
But either way, I'd say ZeeT's map feel different from any other snow map. That's for sure.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
why his track is definitely a 9. Like in terms of speed, DM regular track, you know what? No, 9.5. It's
Okay.
very awesome. The only critique I have for this is like I'd call it over smooth because it's like sometimes you hit the loops like too perfect that you just drift off like on a ShondeX lap, like you just flip over.
That's
happens
actually
sometimes.
what ZeeT. This mistake was made by ZeeT in Volume 8, where some parts were just made too smooth, where you would land and your car would drift out, and that's actually what I was talking about in ZeeT Volume 8.
That's also Volume 9 at some parts, like especially when it comes to loops that are upside down. You land on them upside down,
Oh,
then
yeah,
just
yeah.
drifting down.
I mean,
Just
obviously,
drifting
people
down.
that are, I mean, I'm the only one that uses the mouse there. For me, that's very easy to go through. But for you guys that don't use the mouse, you can't really see the track, so you gotta kind of like guess.
There's some friends just difficult, and
Yeah.
that's my only critique of the track. Else, it's like one of the best speed tracks I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, ZeeT really outdid himself. So I'd say this map, you know, pretty A. You know, I'd say this map deserves an A. You know, really nice, really smooth, really
Actually,
enjoyable.
A+, because in terms of speed regular maps, I think it should be more. There should be more speed regular maps that are like, it feels so awesome, like either a nice atmosphere or a nice track, and ZeeT's Volume 9 delivers both. So I think it deserves an A+.
Alright, an A+ it is. So
And uniqueness is a 4 or 5. I think I did mention that because it's,
Agreed.
it's a
Agreed. So yeah, that is so that's the whole coverage for potential winners for May and June.